Alright, well, we're still hanging out, learning about 10,000, and today we're going to talk about expanded notation, and basically it's another way of understanding place value, really. And if you notice, our first number that we're going to deal with is 45,678, and when you're doing this in word form, please remember that it is 45,678 and not 45678. Okay? Let's look at the first part of our expanded notation. We have, I'm going to move this box over. The first part is that we need to think about how many 10,000s we have. We are thinking about a multiplication problem, and in multiplication we learned to think about sets of, or groups of, or repeated addition. So let's look first just at the 10,000s place. That is not a good color. Okay, so let's just look at the 10,000s place, and we're going to move this over. How many 10,000s do we have? We have 4. And we said that this is a multiplication problem, so how many, we have 4 groups of what? 4 times 10,000. Okay? Well, in place value, we understand that when we add it all together, like when we do expanded, we would do 40,000, this pen takes forever, 40,000 3 zeros plus, thank you so much, plus 5,000 plus 600 plus 70 plus 8. Okay, so when we do that way, we're just doing one more step is all we're doing. 4 times 10,000 plus 5, my dog's getting into stuff, 5 times 1,000. Oh, we gotta do, what symbol do you think is next? Oh, a plus sign, addition. We're going to move into the hundreds place. How many hundreds do we have? We have 6. 6 times 100, close parentheses, plus, open parentheses, 7. Here's our 7 over here. We did our 6 in the hundreds place and our 7 in the tens place. Now let's move over here. 7 times what? What place is it in? Tens place. 7 times 10. We still have another one. Plus 8 times, do you know it? 1. Close parentheses. Now, as you get older, you'll learn more things about these, and you need to make sure you open them and close them, which means put them around what you're doing. So here, they have to be there. What that tells people is that you are doing this step first. When they look at your big math problem, it means that you're doing that first. Could you get my cord? My battery's dying. Thanks. So let's look at this next one. Right here, I'm going to give you a little bit at a time, and we're going to figure out how to write it. Okay, so if we just look at it, it looks huge, right? I mean, it looks big and intimidating. But if we do a little bit at a time, 7 times 10,000, that tells us how many 10,000s we have in the 10,000s place value. Okay, so we're going to write a 7 in that place. Okay, Let's move it a little bit more. Plus 2 times 1,000. You might ask why this is important. First of all, it helps us understand what's actually happening in each place. You have 2 1,000s. You have 7 10,000s. So that is important to know just because it'll help you understand place value as you add things, as you double check your work. If you understand it, it helps you check your work. But on a very practical side, the released STAR test is available online. Anybody can look it up. And one of the at least one of the released questions, they do word it this way. They do have this type of expanded notation on there. They want you to understand each position of the place value, so that way as you move up to 4th grade and 5th grade and 6th grade, you understand place value, and you don't just put numbers in order, and, we need to understand what it is. So for growing up, it's important, but then also for a practical reason, they will ask you questions like this on the STAR test. So let's keep on moving. In the hundreds place, I don't even have to move it over anymore right this second to guess, but I'm not going to write my answer in yet because I need to see that I don't need a 0 in that hundreds place, because if I move this over and it only said 10 instead of 100, then I would know that there aren't any hundreds. So I would have to put a 0 in the hundreds place if this moved straight to tens. Okay, so that is important to not just assume that the next number is what you think it is just by the first number. We need to look at all of the numbers. Okay, so 9 is in the hundreds place. Okay, and again, I could just look at the 1 right here, but that would not be a good idea because I need to see what place I'm putting it in. Putting it in the tens place. Alright, so there we go. And 8 times 1. So I'm going to put this here. Now let's read this out loud. Please remember that we read the 10,000 and 1,000 together, and we read the 10 and the 1 together. 72,918. Now for this last problem, we need to understand how to do greater than and less than. Get my pen. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to compare the first two numbers. We're going to use these two numbers that we did, 45,678, and we are comparing it to 72,918. So if we have a two different stadiums, and one can hold 45,678, and the other one can hold 72,918, and maybe a soccer company needs to decide where they're going to hold a really big match. Well, if they want to make as much money as they can and allow the most number of people to attend the game, because they will all want to watch soccer, so all of these fans want to fit into a stadium. So which one would they pick? Would they pick the one with 45,678, or would they pick the one with 72,918? Okay, so let's look at the first number in the 10,000s place, and that's where we're going to start every time. We're going to start over here to the left. Because if you look, the ones are the same. And there's 18 over here and 78 over here. Well, if we do it this way, then this number might look bigger. But it's not, because we need to look at the very largest place first. Okay, so this has a number in the 10,000s. This has a number in the 10,000, so we're going to compare. Okay, there are 4 sets of 10,000 if we look up here, and 7 sets of 10,000 if we look right here. Well, which one has more? The one with 7 sets of 10,000. That has more. Okay, so then we need to look at our greater than and less than. Okay, and I wanted to show you this real quick because we talked about in class about how the gator eats the bigger number. But if for any reason you can't remember, another way to look at that is that the smaller side points to the smaller number, okay, and the bigger side is going to point to the bigger number, and it's the bigger side, so it's always going to be open toward the bigger number. So, right, big. Alright, so we said already that we know that there's 7 sets of 10,000. We don't even have to go any farther because we know that 7 sets of 10,000 is bigger than 4 sets of 10,000. So we don't have to go farther. But if we did, if they were the same number, then we would move on to the thousands and then the hundreds and tens all the way down to the ones and figure out which one's bigger. If they happen to be the same, we would use the equal sign because they are equal. Both sides, both numbers on either side are equal, but we don't have that here. So we want the bigger side to point toward the bigger number, and that's over here. Okay, so bigger side, bigger number, smaller side, smaller number, or we can look at our gator with his teeth eating the bigger number because he's hungry. Alright, that's it for today. If I push the right button.